2022. Save the date. Jools Holland, 2022. Chapter 1. Tell It Like It Is. In the Beginning. It is an early October afternoon in 1992, and I am heading down the gantry ladder to the studio floor of TC7, one of the smallest studios at Television Centre and the home of BBC Two's arts and media late-night magazine, The Late Show. New Orleans Neville Brothers have just given their all in a second rehearsal of their cover of Steve Miller's Fly Like an Eagle from their 6th studio album, Family Groove, and they are now circling the floor impatiently, like factory workers approaching the end of their shift. I go up to Aaron, who has massive forearms, a cross tattooed on his cheek, a prominent mole above his right eye, and a permanently wary look on his face. No matter that I interviewed him for The Guardian while he hefted weights in his garage in East New Orleans when the Daniel Lanois-produced 1989 Yellow Moon album finally made the brothers a commercial proposition just 3 years ago, that I have enjoyed them in full flight on their home turf at Tipitina's and at Jazz Fest, and am a massive fan. Right now, I'm an apologist for the BBC, which is delaying their early evening escape for a flight to Germany, where they are about to launch a tour. The floor manager has done his best to explain why we need another rehearsal, but the Nevilles are already tired, while up in the gallery the director, Janet Fraser-Crook, is chafing at the bit. I mutter apologies to Aaron and plead for just one more take. We are recording for the first later, and Janet is working with a recalcitrant camera crew who aren't quite on her side as she scrabbles to adapt her shooting script to capture the complex blood harmonies of the Nevilles in full flight. Aaron looks through me with the kind of infinite weariness that comes with scoring your first and only major solo hit way back in 1967, when only the Monkees' I'm a Believer kept his Tell It Like It Is on the tiny local label Parlo from topping the Billboard Top 100. Aaron was in his mid-20s then, and had been trying to live off his tremulous falsetto since he first fell in love with the plaintive sweetness of doo-wop as a teenager in the 1950s. Even when he finally scored that hit, Aaron had explained to me, he'd had to take blue-collar jobs to support his family. I was a longshoreman, house painter, ditch digger, truck driver, you name it. The people on the job would say, "Man, you got no business in this shithole. You should be out there singing." He and his 3 brothers are now musical royalty back in the Big Easy. They released their debut album back in 1978 and until recently have struggled to catch fire, remaining big fish in the small pond of New Orleans. Things have looked up since Bill Graham started managing them and Yellow Moon took off, but none of that is speeding along this taping. We haven't even got to the plaintive Tell It Like It Is just yet. Aaron turns to his brothers, Charles, Art and Cyril. The bitch screwed it up, he shrugs wearily, and they get ready to go again. Janet and the gallery have a catchphrase that we'll enjoy for years to come. This very first Later with Jools Holland aired at around 23:59 on Thursday the 8th of October 1992, right off the back of The Late Show, with presenter Tracy McLeod handing over the studio to Jools, his piano, and a soul-themed bill featuring Brits the Christians, De-Influence, and New Colours, alongside the Nevilles. Midnight wasn't exactly prime time, but any slot was precious, while the lateness of the hour, the day of the week, and a run of 10 shows arguably gave us time and space to either find our feet or fail quietly. First came the original titles, Jools stumbling out of a Jaguar XJ12 towards a dark and semi-deserted television centre. Veteran actor Lloyd Lamble's old-school security guard explains, "I'm sorry, sir, you can't park here, it's a restricted area," while Jools simply gestures at his watch. Before you know it, he's hurrying through the stage door, explaining to the receptionist that he doesn't have time to take a call. "I'll take it later," After waiting.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.